Okay, so first you're gonna introduce yourself, first and last name, and why you're here today.
My name is Herbert Isom, and today I'm interviewing to be a Buffalo Soldier.
Why do you want to be a Buffalo?
I came from nothing when nobody thought I could do it, and because I got out of prison, and when I told people I wanted to be a firefighter, nobody believed me.
When did you come home?
So I've been home for about 4 years. I've been trying to professionally be in firefighting for the last 2.5 years without any real guidance or help, direction.
What does it mean to be a Buffalo?
It's going to represent something that's never been done before. We're taking a group of people, whether they've been incarcerated or disadvantaged by the way they grew up, and we're showing the whole world that not only can we do it, we can do it better.
Name a time when you were met with a challenging situation, and how did you overcome it?
I just finished doing 13 years. So just being focused and beginning with the end in mind. My ultimate goal was to not to become the situation, but to outgrow it. You know, so it was the hardest thing I ever did in my life, and I'm fortunate and blessed that I was able to make it out of that situation with my education, my family, and my sanity.
First one, baby, let's go. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, Buffalo! Let's go, baby. Woo! Yeah. Are y'all ready for the 2021 Buffalo tryouts? Yeah! Let's go, baby. Woo! So 3-mile run, 25 minutes or under. Gotta do 25 push-ups under a minute. Gotta do 40 sit-ups under a minute. You also gotta do, depending on your weight, gotta do 4 to 7 chin-ups. You know, this is for all the marbles here, baby. So make it happen.
In 2012, I was incarcerated. Royal and I met at Batista Conservation Camp in Hemet, California. That really just grew into a friendship. And so I remember us talking one day, and I was like, bro, I really want to do this when I come home. Like, I'm gonna figure out a way to do this. And he's like, bro, I want to do it too.
Let's go.
We spent 2 years after release trying to figure this out. We had a support system, we had our family, our friends, and not a lot of people have those types of supports and resources. So it was at that moment that we decided ourselves to be that resource.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Initially, FFRP was just me going to camps, talking to folks, letting them know that it's an opportunity that you have out here if you really want to pursue fire, and meeting them at Starbucks and say, hey, you really want to do this? This is the steps. These are the classes that you need to take.
I think the number is 240 something fires already, just mid-February, even with the rainy seasons.
Like I say, now we've got 12-month fire seasons.
From there, just building it up, what we came up with was a pre-apprentice program. Create that on-the-job training where they do fuel reduction projects. And then now we're trying to start our own crew.
All right, so thank you all for being here today for the Buffalo's tryouts. We're now going to enter the written section of the test. Yes, we're the most fit, but also we got the brains to go back it up as well.
There is such a big need for firefighters, not only in California, but in the whole country, that they'll hire private fire agencies to go help. And our goal is fire agencies can call on FFRP and the Buffaloes to go respond to fire incidents. And we call ourselves the Buffaloes in homage of the Buffalo Soldiers, a group of African-American soldiers in the 1800s, early 1900s. The Buffalo Soldiers actually used to help fight fires. If you can imagine all of these African-American brothers coming into this all-white town in 1910, a lot of people weren't receptive to that, right? But the whole town was going to burn up, and these brothers found a way to save the whole town.
48, 49. Pass out, let go! Touch that bottle. 52. Pass out, let go! 54.
I never heard of a formerly incarcerated wildland firefighters crew. Nothing exclusively for us.
We don't leave nobody behind. Let's go. Come on, Rudy. 10 feet, there we go. 5 feet, let's go. Just like that. This is what I've been, dreaming about since I was in camp. I wanna know who with me.
I'm with you, Chief.
You say what?
I'm with you, Chief.
Who with me?
I'm with you, Chief.
Who with me?
I'm with you, Chief.
Who with me?
I'm with you, Chief.
There we go. That's a little bit better.
Becoming a firefighter is part of leveling the playing field for me because when I have a uniform on, you would never know. You know what I'm saying? That I did 13 years in prison.
At ease. Last event, 45 pounds, 35 minutes or under for a huff and puff hike. So, you know the expectations, y'all know exactly what we've been training for this whole time, so let's get it and let's make it happen.
Firefighters aggressively having provided for safety first. Firefighters aggressively having provided for safety first.
Firefighter aggressively having provided for safety first.
Firefighters aggressively having provided for safety first.
A group of formerly incarcerated people, along with people from all walks of life, trying to make it into a predominantly white, fire service. And I thought that was honorable and it was courageous.
They're at 28:15. They literally have a minute and a half. Are they gonna make it or not?
This is looking at you right now telling you you can't do it. How many years it's been, Herb, that you work for this?
13.
It's been a lot of years
14.
that you work for this. You got your daughters counting on you, family counting on you.
Bump back, bump back. How about over?
Red line, come on, Herb. Come on, Herb. Come on, Herb.
I do want to be a part of it, but now this hasn't been established. So it's a leap of faith. It's the unknown. And that can be scary, especially as a man, I have a family to feed.
Give everything right here, Herb. Come on.
34.
Give it everything.
You at 34, you got 60 seconds. Right behind you.
I'm on your ass, Herb. Come on.
Stay on me.
Let's go.
I'm on that ass. Come on.
Let's go, Herb. We're with you, bro. Come on. Last push.
Listen, Herb.
There we go.
That's right, that's right.
So if this doesn't work, I'm the dumbest man in the world. If it does, we're geniuses.
I will not allow myself to be in the system again. It's something I refuse to go back to. It's not even about letting myself down or anybody else down. I cannot fail my daughter. I will not fail my daughter. I just want to make sure she goes down the right path, not try to go down mom's path.
How you doing?
Delilah, get in the picture. I'm just kidding. When I was in the county, everybody used to tell me, just go to fire camp, it's better. You still have your freedom even though you're in fire camp. You don't have gates around you, you don't have those towers. It's kind of like they still control your life because basically you're property of the state. Like, I'm just a number. I don't know how people do years and years and years and stuff like that. That's when you start getting institutionalized. Once you come back to society, you don't know how to act. You want to go back in. I've seen it with my own eyes with people that I've known, which sucks. Because you try to help them come back, this is your reality. You're not in there no more. You don't have to live like that.
We're extremely excited for your next steps, your next chapter as firefighters. We're extremely proud of you. We want you all to remember to keep up your firefighter slides, keep learning.
It's important that our upper heads, our leaders, our captains, have the same background as us. So they know the struggle. They've told us, don't wait for somebody to come and tell you, okay, do this, do that, like you would in fire camp. Now you're out in the real world. Do not stay in the mentality of, I'm in fire camp. please don't drop it. You gotta be careful with it, okay?
It's gonna be?
Yeah, thank you.
Mom, it's for you?
Yeah, we did it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Hey. All right, hold that.
Love you, man. Love you too, bro. Good stuff, man. For real. Let it out. No, keep it in. We're gonna cry, baby.
Being in fire camp changed my life, and I know it benefited the lives of so many other people. But one of the things I'll say is there is not much programming around rehabilitation. Fire camp is still very much a punitive thing. You are still in prison. When you're in fire camp, you are meeting all of the state's labor needs. Anybody that they don't have a job for, you're doing all that work. When I was in fire camp, I wasn't just fighting fires. I was doing forest thinning because nobody was doing forest thinning. They had me working with Caltrans, clean up the side of the freeways. We would do search and rescue. They're being overutilized, under-supported. Some of the biggest challenges for formerly incarcerated people is access to information. You still have people who are incarcerated who don't know that they can do this work. Secondly, depending on the agency and what you're trying to do, there are some criminal record challenges. And the last challenge I would say is how to kind of get into that firefighter network.
Make sure all your personal gear is put away, guys, and let's tool up, line up, let's go.
My name's Ruta Varenga. I have 3 seasons with Camp Rainbow and Puerto La Cruz. Still looking for the adrenaline in the wildland. It's what I wanted to pursue. Here I am. I'm doing it for my daughter, myself, my family.
Come on.
And also, I want to give back as well to the community. I'm glad to be here with you guys as individuals. You guys are great. Thank you to the cadre as well for the motivation, and looking forward to continue you guys in Bighorn, and hopefully pray we all get picked up.
My name is Herbert Isom. My firefighting career started with Prado Conservation Camp. I have 2 seasons with them. Outside of that, I'm here because I'm a firefighter, I'm a public servant, I'm a first responder, I'm a family man, and I'm a man of God. Thank you. I've dealt with racism and being stereotyped the majority of my life. Because I'm big and I'm black, unfortunately, people see me as a threat. Once I got older and I started becoming somewhat politically inclined, looking into politics and understanding the laws, being incarcerated, you see people mostly in there that look like you. It's mostly only black and brown people in there.
Number 9, building fire line downhill with fire below.
Number 10, attempting further assault on fire. Last man, got it.
Perception is reality. How people perceive me is how they're gonna treat me.
Okay.
Hard, blow hard.
It's okay.
You got your eye. I'll play with you in a little bit, okay? Huh?
Looks like they gave you 17 years on the certified case, the main case. Does that sound right?
Correct.
Okay. And how much time did you end up doing on it?
I did 13 years.
So you've been out a little over a year now.
Yeah, I've been out a little over a year.
How old were you when you got this conviction?
I was 21 years old. I honestly feel at that point, it was self-defense, but I do agree, like with the court in the sense of like I was able to get away and run and get to my truck, but versus me getting in my truck and leaving, I chose to get my gun and harm someone. The victim they kind of got on the stand and testified that's exactly what happened.
Okay, so then talk to me about fire camp. What did that look like?
You know, it's like when we go fight fires and, you know, we save, you know what I'm saying, whole communities and neighborhoods from being overrun by fire, and where we're done, you know, people try to get with food. They have signs, they have whole neighborhoods out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, to them, we're really the hero. And other people looking at myself in a different light allowed me to see myself in a different light.
If the court were to grant this, it would allow you to continue to move forward with that by obtaining your first responder EMT license.
Correct.
Okay, and what would that mean to you if you were able to go forward and get that license?
I mean,
I know that's a tough question.
It's part of me getting my humanity back. You know, to prove not only to myself but to my family and to society that change is possible.
So we'll make all these arguments in court, and like I said, I mean, you got about as strong a package as you can have, right? So what else could you do? But yeah, I don't want to say slam dunk case because it doesn't really exist. Like, you know, the judge has a lot of discretion on whether they want to grant something like this.
I specialize in reentry work, which is assisting individuals who are formerly incarcerated kind of reintegrate back into society. That's something that maybe people aren't aware in terms of the criminal justice system and what people deal with when they come out. Potential barriers for folks with records that kind of run the gamut in terms of housing and public benefits and student loans and college admittance. The fact that recidivism rates are like 66, 67%, that has to be a factor in that, and that you have individuals who have maybe less access to resources, and then all of a sudden they have these additional barriers now to trying to reintegrate. 12034B is unique in that it's directly targeted to individuals who participated in fire camp while they were incarcerated. I think it's good that there's like another tool in the toolkit for individuals coming out to potentially remove some of those hardships that they're going to experience now that they have a conviction. On the flip side, the process of applying for it is maybe unnecessarily convoluted and difficult, and I think by and large, it would be really difficult for an individual to obtain this kind of relief without some kind of legal representation at the moment.
So tomorrow's grandma's birthday, and we're gonna go to lunch during the day. Will you be home?
No.
What do you got?
It's Saturday, Daddy.
Tomorrow's Friday. Oh.
So
what do you gotta do tomorrow?
Scout a couple properties and, you know, PT the crew.
You gonna be gone all day?
I'm trying to, hopefully not. I'm gonna try to come on, but I'll be on Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
Yay! So great.
Challenges in life is always gonna occur.
You gave me that pep talk.
But hey, be ready Saturday though. So.
He gave me this pep talk so many times.
Demir, what's his line that he always says?
Pay attention to detail.
That's something I say occasionally. We have a standard that we push, you know, and you gotta pay attention to the detail. You gotta do the job with quality, you know. You can't, you know, take shortcuts, because if not, then we can be, you know, the first to say, oh, you're already a group of felons, you're already, you know, the outcast, so why should we even hire you to do this job, because you're not putting your 100% in. So we gotta go above and beyond sometimes. That's more true. Than everybody else. So, but eventually, you know, they get it and make it happen. And hopefully, it instills in them. So what? Pay attention to detail. At times, I've been definitely overwhelmed. You got to figure out, you know, the bodies and making sure that they have all their qualifications, giving them all their WCG certifications, pack testing all these folks.
I get calls constantly from everywhere. And sometimes I'm the only person that can answer those questions. Some of the things that they needed, things that they wanted, I couldn't provide for them because I've been so focused on this task of starting our own private fire department.
Initially, it was no infrastructure. We didn't have a lot of equipment. We had transportation problems. There were issues with pay. Everything was done haphazardly, kind of, but it was done. You know, we were getting things done the best way we can.
Drive down there, you know, just unload the helmets at least. You got to sign for them, so y'all, you know, we have accountability for it, because that's a little expensive helmet. So
I gotta add
that's an inventory. Yep.
The saws.
Yep, we got all type of little stuff. So
all of those tools.
So everything is looking good, man.
Looking up, man.
Yes, sir. It's looking up a little bit, man. Trying, you know.
It's uncomfortable to admit your mistake, but nonetheless, it's necessary. In my opinion, like, you're not the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? You're just human. You know what I'm saying? And just so you know, just like on a personal and a professional level, like your vision has helped me to fulfill mine. You understand what I'm saying? So I can't, and this is a big part of the reason why, you know what I'm saying, that I've been fully, you know, committed to the process, because I really believe in you as a person, and I really believe in the program that you built.
First off, I want to say I appreciate each and every one of y'all for being here. FFRP couldn't be what it is without these folks in the room. I know that I've been under stress a lot when it comes to this organization and trying to figure out how to get people what they need. And I know I made mistakes. You know, I know that I've been desensitized to people's feelings, people's situations. And I want to tell you, by the bottom of my heart, I apologize for that. It's just a lot that I have to do, and I have a personal life. I've been dropping the ball on my family, my wife and my kids. And every day I see it, and it's hurting, it's crushing me. Because there's so much I need to do, but, you know, I don't know. This is not easy at all. And I'm not a bit like, I'm a street cat, man. You feel me? I don't got a business degree. For my life, I shouldn't even be here. I got shot with a deuce, rifle. Went inside my nose here, came out here, missed everything. And I know that I need to delegate things to people. I know that I need to listen to people. Solely the reason why I created FFRP, or helped create FFRP, is to give people opportunity.
I got the call and I got so excited, like she got excited too, and she started screaming. Yes, mamacita, look. I know I'm gonna be sacrificing a lot of time with Delilah. The transition is going good right now, but sometimes I can see it in her face that she's sad because she's so used to being with me all day, every day. I still talk to her about it, and I just try to cheer her up. You want to talk to the firefighters? The good ones, they're all good, mommy. Let me see, okay? Let me see what they say, okay? Okay. Look at you, want to see that? Like, this is my boss, okay? And you see?
You throw me some love signs.
Look, say hi, mamacita. Show him your heart. Show him a heart.
Like this?
She's like, I'm going to be a firefighter too when I grow up. So I'm just like, I'm your hero. So I love it. Now I'm with CAL FIRE, and it's different because they're all risk. So I'm on an engine, which I'm learning about, which is cool because you're always learning. You never stop learning.
Ready for water?
Coming.
We had 3 court appearances. The third hearing in front of the second judge, I think the judge had reviewed everything and was maybe kind of testing Herbert out to see if what was in the petition matched who he was as a person. So he was asking pretty personal questions about Herbert's life experiences. How are you different? How is the person who's involved in this conviction different from the person who's sitting before me today? The criminal justice system has to convince itself that it's locking up bad guys, right? Like that's the narrative that it operates upon, because otherwise, why does any of that exist? Why are you locking these people up for extended periods of time? He was not necessarily any of those things that the judge described him as. Maybe he had a hot-headed moment, right? But he wasn't a hothead or somebody looking for trouble. I think I felt Herbert a little uncomfortable with that characterization of himself, because that obviously wasn't everything he was at that point in his life, right? He was a son, he was a friend, he was, all these other things. Herbert did a great job. It was all kind of his own truth, so he spoke from the heart.
Mother,
Yes.
we did it. We won.
Wow. Congratulations.
We were in there for a long time. It was intense. I was definitely, the judge definitely interrogated me. I was definitely in the hot seat. He definitely made me earn every bit of it. It was a fight to the end. It was a fight to the end.
Where we are in the Buffaloes is we are in the finishing of the planning stages and in the beginning of the launching phases. The crew just started, it's launched, it's fully functional, and now we're starting to slowly but surely get out there. I just got word that the Buffaloes are going to be dispatched to the Caldor fire in El Dorado County.
Thousands of people have had to evacuate, including before the Caldor fire hits.
This fire's done things that I never have seen before and never would have predicted.
Like, you gotta make sure that, you on your P's and Q's. PPE, when somebody tell you to do something, do it. And I know some things might not be the greatest thing in the world at that time, or you might not wanna do it. But at the end of the day, you know that it's coming from somebody that's gonna do it with you, that, will teach you or have done it before, and nobody's bigger than the program. And that's the mentality that I have. So if we're not taking care of each other, it's a problem.
We're gonna go out there and continue to validate the structures, validate the lime. Good quality mop up, fire weakened trees, drought weakened trees.
I just want to tell y'all I'm proud of y'all. Y'all got the drive, y'all got the heart. That's a Buffalo in itself. Let's continue to grind and make it happen. We out here making history.
Good stuff, good stuff. All right, so let's pull this hose back around and then let's start moving it back towards the SUV. Firefighters die every year fighting wildland fires. And I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm not perfect. Yeah, I can be Mr. Major Pain and all that, but you know where my heart is. And I want you to be better. And I'm gonna push the envelope on y'all because I know that I'll bring greatness out of you.
Bring it in on me. Buffaloes on me. Buffaloes on 3. 1, 2, 3. Buffaloes!
And that was just reduced to rubble, man.
How do you even come back to that?
Having to start all over again?
You gotta start it's your life.
8600, we're at 6540. Where did you see the smoke at?
Formerly incarcerated people deserve the opportunity to work in this space. You trained us, we were in the same classes as you, we did the same work for you. It only makes sense that if you've been doing the job, then you should be able to continue doing the job. Especially in a world where we're understaffed on firefighters, right? To me, it makes sense.
There you go. 1, 2, water coming.
People's minds and times are shifting, especially I think within fire agencies. I definitely see fire agencies growing and develop as they become more and more diverse. But when you get people from other areas and from other communities, one of the things you start to do is be more open and receptive to other ideas.
My main goal was to be a CAL FIRE employee because I want to be a captain for the inmate crews, and I also want to run an all-girl crew. I want to protect my crew. I want to guide them down the right path. I would treat them right. I mean, I made it, and I just want to see how far I can push it.
Have you ran one of these 462s before?
In camp?
Yeah, they're nice, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was first Sawyer,
Okay.
and then they moved me to Port, became first Puller, and then helped my Sawyer out so we would.
Flip-flop.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, I like it.
Yeah, cool. Cool, good job. So yeah, we'll clean up, we'll get back, finish up dinner, and then we can clean up the saw after dinner tonight.
Okay.
Show us what you're willing to do to get to where you're going. Because we're gonna be in situations where your muscles gonna be failing, but your spirit gonna be alive. You feel what I'm saying? And your spirit is what's gonna get you up that mountain. You can teach anybody physicality. I can't teach you heart.
As far as me having a felony and being a criminal, of course I can't be a police officer. I can't be in the military, but I can be in firefighting. And from what I've seen, those are the three people that America really holds in high regard. And like, I'm not used to people saying, oh, thank you for your service, and who are you talking to? You know what I'm saying? Things like that help me to realize, like, wow, I can change how people treat me by changing how I see myself.
I did want to real briefly introduce Ruth. That's what I started off with, you know.
Work for CAL FIRE now, so I just want y'all to know we can get y'all to that next level, real talk.
If it wasn't for them and teaching us the ropes, like, we'd still be out here looking like chickens without a head, running around trying to figure out something. At the end of the day, they're humans too, and they're just trying to help you get to where you want to get to.
It was about human redemption. It was about human reclamation. I had the opportunity to be seen in a different light.